Hey guys, how's it going? FreeplayFrenchie here. I thought today I would talk to you a little bit about my comic book collection. So for those of you who don't know, I'm really into games and comic books and D&D and cosplaying and Comic Cons and all that good stuff. And I have a bit of a weird collection because I'm not a collector per se of a particular type of comic book. I just get whatever I can get my hands on. So I thought I'd first of all just show you the ones I got for my 21st. I got these from my wonderful sister and her partner, and I've got 4 here to show you. So the first one is A-Force, which is this one here, and it's all about a team of, for the Avengers, but they're an entirely female team, which is really cool. And there's this character in it, I can't remember her name, she's this one here. Sorry, bad camera angles and stuff. Ooh, sorry. She's like a cosmic entity or something like that. I have read it and it was really good, but I haven't got the most recent one yet because I just get them as they go, really. I saw this advertised, hence why I got it. But let me know if any of you guys are reading this series or ones similar. I think it's a really cool idea. They've got an all-female team. And some of the characters are brilliant, especially She-Hulk and Spider-Woman and things like that. So that was definitely a really good one. The next one I got from my sister was Xenia Warrior Princess. These ones come in like lovely slippy back things. The other ones I've got aren't really like that. But yeah, I've just read this recently and it was really good. I can't say I'll go looking for the series, but it's definitely one. She's like, I think Wonder Woman. I think she's like an older version of Wonder Woman, and she's definitely an amazing character. For the last two, I've got Tomb Raider, which is this one. It was a bit weird jumping into this one because I've obviously missed what happened before, but the artwork in this one here is really good. And the other Tomb Raider comic book I've got, which is just separate, is this one. I bought this one myself, and it's following after what happened in Yamatai. And the artwork's really nice, and I definitely want the second one of this one, so I might have to go hunting for that. But yeah, this is a really good one. Let me know what you guys think of this one if you have read them, or even played the game, what you thought of the game really, because it's all linked. And finally, from that collection, I got Lenore, which is this one here. Sorry if you can't, so it's a bit glary, like this. And this is a really weird one. It's not like the normal comic books I've read. Normally the comic books I've read have all been about superheroes or big guys like that. But yeah, as you can see, it's all a bit kind of doom and gloom. And the pages are set up really nicely, like that. Ooh. And it's about, this is number 2, but it's about this guy who's in love with a girl who doesn't love him back, and he keeps trying to win her over, and it's not really going very well. So that is a really cool one to check out. It reminded me of those characters that everyone loved when we were like emo in like year 9 and year 10. What were they called? They were like these little weird bobblehead characters. If I can remember what they're called, I will write it in the description. But yeah, I just wanted to show you those ones to start off. So in terms of the other things in my collection, I've got a lot of Deadpool comics. This is probably the largest part of my collection. I've got four comics. Let's see if I can show them in a pleasing way. Those are all the ones I've got so far. And they were really, really good. They're really funny. I would definitely suggest, if you've seen the movie and you don't know anything about Deadpool, don't worry, just read the comics because you learn so much more about his character and his backstory and things like that. This is a particularly good one, Deadpool vs Carnage, because I didn't know much about Carnage, and he's like literally devastating as a character and really like grim, and the ways he kills people and stuff. And then Deadpool waltzes in and basically uses Carnage's powers against him, and that's really funny. And mainly I just love Deadpool because he just takes the Joker. He's like the comic relief. He is basically the comic relief. That one's not bad, but it's not like super. Oh, it's got Bob in it. It has actually got Bob in it, fighting Shark Man. Is it Bob? I think it's Bob. Yeah, Bob. And yeah, they're really cool. I would love to do a giveaway at some point of a comic book, but I'm not sure how to do that yet because of postage and things like that. Obviously I can't really do overseas, but we will see. I would like to do that eventually, and that is a really funny one as well. All good things. Just the way he rips into people and totally takes it to town. There was one I read recently actually about Deadpool and all these different kinds of characters of Deadpool, like There was Panda Pool and the woman Deadpool. I can't remember if it was in this one. His wife and girlfriend is in this thing. I think he gets married to like the woman of the land, Lady of the Dead or something like that. Definitely read Deadpool comics. 10 out of 10 there. So the rest are a bit kind of weird, to be honest. I've got 2 Titan comics. I've got Teen Titans there, and I've got Titans Villains for Hire there as well. These ones came from a charity shop. Basically, I just try and get them whenever I find them, because at the end of the day, it all contributes to everything you know about comics, and I really like knowing about the lore and the backstories and stuff, so that when you're sitting and watching a film, you can just sit there and be like, that actually didn't happen right in the comic books, and you get that nice warm glow of feeling like you know stuff more than other people. No, but I do just love having them in general, because you never know what might be you know, wanted later on. So those 2 from a thrift store. I don't know too much about Teen Titans. They all get really mixed in, like the New Avengers. The New Avengers is an entirely separate one, and this one as well is a bit strange. Civil War What If. So, what if Captain America led all the heroes against the Superhuman Registration Act, and Henry Guy Rich became head of S.H.I.E.L.D. to take them down? So what if it basically didn't pan out? Those of you who have read this Civil War comic as well will know that actually the Registration Act was sparked because of some younger superheroes who took on a big evil gang, essentially, and one of the bad guys they were going to take on was called something, I can't remember, but he has the power to like blow up, and he blew up this entire town, essentially. They were only there trying to get some video of them fighting. Maybe it was the like New Avengers or Young Avengers or something they were doing, and one of the bad guys, yeah, blew up an entire town, and loads of people died. So in the movie, they've kind of broke it down to like, oh, you've been making some problems and buildings have been coming down and people have been dying, and that's awful, but in the comics it's 10 times worse. And one of the guys, Speedball, I think it's this event, might be another one as well, if don't have my word for it, but I think what happens is from this, Speedball gets turned into penitence. His powers go a bit crazy, and basically he has to wear this suit with spikes on the inside that cause him pain, and the pain lets him channel his powers. So that is all sparked from this event, which is a huge event, and yeah, Speedball, nice happy guy, into penitence. Big black, red, spiky suit. It's really, really scary. So left over, I've got a few other ones, only a few more. The first one is this one called Promethea, like this. And actually I had to get this one for my sci-fi and fantasy writing class at university, and it's really good. And it's all about the power of story and about this world called the Immateria, and a realm where stories are real. And apparently if you research the story, the woman becomes Promethea, who is a character from these stories. And the artwork is amazing. Like, look at that. Sorry, my camera's getting a bit weirded out by the camera. Yeah, I mean, the artwork's amazing. The story's really good. Occasionally I thought it was a bit hard to follow because the speech bubbles are all over the place. But besides that, it's another really strong female protagonist, Promethea. She's a bit like Wonder Woman, a bit like Xena, Warrior Princess, but she kicks ass. She really kicks ass, and she's an amazing character. I would definitely recommend that you read this one. So, if there's one thing I got out of uni, it's finding that awesome comic. So the ones I've got left over are this lovely little Spider-Woman comic. I'm not sure if I bought this one or if it just came in something like this. I don't think Spider-Woman gets enough attention, to be honest. I mean, the problem is with spin-off characters like Spider-Woman and then there's She-Hulk and stuff, they're not the original one, so they are their own character in their own right, but I don't think they get as much attention as they deserve. And if you've played Ultimate Alliance on the Xbox or the PS4 or whatever else, Spider-Woman's a really cool one to have on your team. The other one is this Spider-Man comic. Here. And I don't think I've read this one. I think I just kept it because I found it around. It looks really strange. But it also looks pretty old. So I'm going to keep on to this one and we'll see what happens there. Last but not least, I have my first ever Suicide Squad comic. I think I have read this one. Occasionally I'll read them and I'll forget that I've read them. But it looks like this. And there's Harley down there. Oh, no, she's over there. And also there's some other characters as well that aren't in the actual Suicide Squad. So there is Captain Boomerang, I think, but there's some other people, and that's Amanda Waller, isn't it? That's actually Amanda Waller there. So she looks entirely different. There's so much they can't keep in, which is a bit of a shame. There we are. Yeah, and some other guys. Other guys that aren't in the film. So definitely check out the Suicide Squad comics, but don't pay too much for them, because especially at Comic Cons they can charge crazy prices. I go to somewhere called Dave's Comics in the Brighton and the Lanes occasionally, but it's an independent store, so again it charges quite a lot. My first advice for finding comics is just to go online, Google it first, Amazon it, eBay it, and then find the best price and go from there. The last two I've got, this one again came from a thrift store, Wolverine Origins. Just start, like, again, having my collection. I like having them around. And then I've got this old one, this Batman one, which I haven't actually read because it's in this really old packet and it's not normally something I'd read. If any of you know if these are valuable, let me know. And this one, which is Batman Forever. I don't think that's anything in there, is that? Nope. Nope, so it's just the Batman Forever one with the Riddler. I love Jim Carrey's Riddler. I think he was really good. Not a big fan of the movies, but I like him being the Riddler. So there you are, guys. That's my comic book collection. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below which comic books you read. Do you have favourite superheroes or favourite villains? I'm going to do a separate video about talking about my favourite ones. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Be cool, be kind, and I'll see you in the next episode.